Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Six Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, giving out live free picks for today's card. And, of course, on today's card, we'll have picks right here from Major League Baseball. Still a couple of doubleheaders here. We may have another doubleheader on Monday if necessary. We'll see what happens with these Brewers. I have my doubts if we'll have any more doubleheaders because the Brewers are in trouble here. We know we'll have a game on Monday in that Toronto game because it's 2-2 there. And, of course, plays from college football, NHL as well. We're still waiting for the NBA. Today, I believe, is the last day for the preseason because they start on Tuesday. So last chance to get a look at some of these teams in preseason. NHL with a card today. Guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. And subscribe to our channel. Let's say hello to Rod, and we'll get right to the picks as we don't mess around here on the Tony Six Morning Show. Rod, what's going on?
Not too much, Tony. Another winning day yesterday. Man, the Oilers, man. I don't know. Skinner played a great game, and the Oilers in front of him just looked awful. Looked like they got their win in New York, and we're like happy with that. And I don't know. They sometimes play against the Islanders. The Islanders usually get them, but they handed the Islanders their first win, so I dropped that one. But we had the Bengals, so that one was a good one. And then, of course, we had the Blue Jays to tie up the series. So a 2-1 day. Can't complain about that. Nice little winning week, month, year. So on to the weekend. I love this weekend slate, as you said. Hey, Blue Jays staying alive. At least they got an. At least they're dragging it back to Toronto for at least the game 6.
That was the goal, right? That was the goal. When you're down 0-2, just get it back home. Just win the series. They won the series, but now you got to get greedy and go home and look to close it out, right?
Exactly, right? Now you're like, okay, we finished. We got our goal. We won 2 of the 3, and we have a chance to sweep all 3 here and then head back home up 3-2. So still a big game here. We had a big game from Gausman today. So looking forward to it as the Blue Jays fan. You're starting to feel it. They're starting to feel it.
Yeah.
The bats are starting to roll. And it's not just one guy chipping in. It's the whole team chipping in. On any given night, a guy can just go off and have 4 RBIs. Look at Jimenez. All of a sudden, this guy, your 9 hitter in the lineup, he gets you 4 RBIs. You know that everybody's chipping in.
Yep.
So.
That's a lethal lineup there. Also on the subject, let's get to the game here, right? Blue Jays, Mariners, game 5, big one here, 2-2 series. Toronto, this is about $1.10. Toronto favorite here. They're the favorite everywhere here from $1.10 to $1.15. Total 7, juice to the over in this one as we have Gausman and Bryce Miller head-to-head. And, of course, Dodgers and Brewers. We'll see if – I always see Quintana listed, but we never see him, right? It's one of the it's always up there. But, they're in trouble because they used Mizorowski for I don't know if his arm is ready to come tomorrow, but for today. But Quintana against Shohei Ohtani in this one. Dodgers looking for the closeout. Their line like they're going to win this game. $2 in most places. Total 8. There is a 7.5 in some places. So Blue Jays, Mariners, Brewers, Dodgers over to Rob.
Yeah, for me in this one, I think we see more offense. Same as what we've been seeing. We know Gausman, what he does, and out on the road, he pitches better at home. Definitely numbers-wise. When you look at Gausman, playoffs, he's pitched pretty well. He's got a 2.38 ERA. In those playoffs, 1-1 in his 2 playoff starts. Out on the road, he's got a 3.3 ERA. So not bad numbers for Gausman. I think he has himself a good start. You look at Bryce Miller, though. His whole games, he's 2-3 with a 5.8 ERA. His one, he had a couple playoff starts, 2.61. So 2 pitchers that can be all right, but 2 pitchers that can also give up some runs. And then when you throw it to these bullpens, Toronto bullpen still at a 4, Seattle bullpen at a 3. Blue Jays, after scoring 8 runs or more this season, 28-10 to the over. I think I'm going right back to it. I think we see some more runs here in Seattle. In a park where you figure you'd get some lower scoring games, right back to the over. The bats have been hot with Toronto. They've been doing the bulk of the heavy lifting. I think that continues here with Bryce Miller on the bump. I think they're able to get to him and get things going. And you look here, if the Blue Jays get to that lead, Seattle's not a team to come back. They're not a comeback team. They need to get to the lead and hold that lead. That's what they do best. And if the Blue Jays get to that lead again, congratulations. We're going back to Toronto on 3-2. Let's go, Blue Jays. You know what I'm cheering for. So I like the over as well. Give us some runs there.
All right. Anything on the Brewers Dodgers, or that's just up in the
Na
air.
na 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 na. Hey, good. The Brewers are done. Their chance was yesterday. You needed to get a win. You tied it up. It was 1-1. You got it to the sixth, and you just couldn't get the run. Here's that dried up offense that we've seen from Milwaukee that I was worried about. They didn't see it in the first round of the playoffs, but there it reared its ugly head in round 2, where you struggle to score. I mean, I could score. All you needed to score 4 and beat the Dodgers, but you can't do that. On one of the highest scoring teams this year in the MLB, your offense is dried up. The Dodgers have figured you out. You're in trouble.
Yeah,
bring out the brooms. I'm going to sweep them the Brewers away.
Yep, I knew when they couldn't get a hit off a train wreck, I knew they were in trouble. And when you can't, they were in trouble when they couldn't get hit off train wreck. And again, as I said before in that series, if you went 5 to the Cubs, you're in trouble. that was to me that you should have swept the Cubs. The Cubs aren't that good.
No. And Trainwreck comes in and strikes guys out? What?
Yeah, not good here. Yeah, I'm looking at Toronto getting the win here. They're hitting 325 in their road playoff games. And Seattle, we know, can't. They have never hit at home. I can't remember when the Mariners hit at home. Maybe when Edgar Martinez, they should have stayed in the Kingdom. Because they just can't hit in this ballpark for some reason. They don't like hitting there. You see what happens when on the road, they hit like crazy, right? That's the problem. So Toronto 325 on the road. Seattle in their 5 home playoff games, $1.94. And they were at 229 this year, which is probably best because they're usually in the low 200s at home. But they're struggling here against these high scoring teams from the American League this year at home. They're 2-5. Seattle losing almost 4 units against these high scoring teams. I can only look at Toronto in this one. Coming back with the under. I'm not that impressed with this Dodger hitting lineup. And if you're going to hit like this in the Toronto series, guess what? The World Series is going to Toronto unless you can start hitting and scoring runs. Because you're going to need more than 3 runs against Toronto. And I know how great the pitching's been. And maybe Toronto may have some issues here, but they're going to get theirs. They're going to get some runs. So I know that Scherzer came in. Listen, man, Scherzer, you sandbagged your arm for a month. Just calm down, okay? You've been dog crap the entire year, and you take a month off, and you have that one good start. We'll see if you can back it up. But he'll have another layoff. If the Dodgers win today, they're going to have a week off if they win today, and I think Toronto they'll have probably 4 days off if they clinch it on Sunday. So there'll be a lot of time in between here before the World Series.
We need one of those from him again. One more good game like he had last night, and we'll be good to go.
Yeah,
it was. I'm telling you, the gave him a couple good calls. I'm telling you. I said a few times, I think on the happy hours, like if that ump is giving him that call, that shaved call on the outside, that was like, man, that's borderline at best. And I seen a few of those last night where like even the Seattle guy was like, hey man, that was close. And it just makes it tough for the hitter when you gotta try to chase those ones on the outside as well. And then he just made you look foolish because he started throwing things that were way outside and you were swinging. So it's because he got a little help from his friend behind the plate on a couple of those that gave into some good counts because they definitely shaved the corner. And I was like, I don't know about that one, but you got the call. So sometimes you need a little help from the.
Yep, and that won't happen next year with the automation.
No, that'll get rid of that.
We'll see. The Yankees aren't going to like that because they used to get all those hometown calls there. You know that watching Toronto going to New York so many times. Yep, no doubt about that. But I have my issues here with Dodgers hitting the baseball. Just 242 in their past 3 playoff games. Ohtani solid numbers at home this year. Both bullpens in great recent form. Milwaukee hitting 127 in their past 4 playoff games. That's the issue that they just can't hit. And we've said that, right? That even when they had great pitching, they just couldn't hit in the playoffs. That's why they never get past these rounds. They just have struggles.
Offense again.
Yeah, offense can't do it. The Miz again, 3 great innings. He had some good innings there, but couldn't go deep. That's the situation here. I mean, applaud you for 10 straight, but dude, you got to go deeper in the games. You got to go deeper in the games. You can't just give them 3 or 4 innings. I mean, especially in playoff situation, you got to at least go 7. and they didn't help them put an opener, and you're supposed to shut them down. Your opener gives a run, and you have to take. They took an opener out, which you very rarely see, right? I mean, that was
Right.
it all went bad for Milwaukee. But again, Dodgers not hitting and getting away with not hitting. But they got some production from the top of the lineup yesterday, which they haven't been doing. It's kind of an upside down playoff for the Dodgers. Last year, it was the bullpen and the top of the lineup. This year, it's the starters in the bottom of the lineup. So it's kind of weird for the Dodgers what they're doing. But again, we haven't seen that hitting they had in that Red series. That's not around. Maybe because and Reds had some pretty good starters out there too. But that hitting has disappeared. So
dried up. They can't hit a baseball right now.
No, and it was a close games against. We saw the Philly game, right? It was very close. Those were coin flips. So, but I will say this: their bullpen has come through. Again, cross your finger, train wreck. Just limit him. Vesia, they got in there, but then again, you see Sasaki in there, and he helps them out. And of course, you're getting deeper outings from the starters now, right? You're getting 7 and 8, 8 innings from Yamamoto. You got 7 from Snell. When did you ever see Snell go 7? But you got that from him. So
7, right?
Yeah.
Well, they rested him. He's barely used this year. That's why.
That's it. The 11 starts. That's the whole idea with this Dodgers. Is just sandbagging their starters. It's almost like the opening act. It's like when you go to a show, you see the concert, you see the opening act. The Bobby Millers, the Robleskis, that was your opening act. And here comes to the lead, the main stage is when the main players show up. Right?
The guys that you've rested just for the spot, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's how they got to do. You got to just plan for each little spot. It's what it is these days. It's just if you get that pitcher, they can place the ball here, place the ball there, and you look at it. It's batters chase it. Yeah. You got to, as a batter, you got to stay looking at the ball and not chase. And pitchers these days, they have this pitch that splitter they call it, and it comes flying in like this, and it drops, and it gets the batter to swing. And it's not like the pitcher's putting it over the plate for you to swing and mowing it down at 120. It's just cruising in at about 80 miles an hour, and it just drops.
Yeah. And speaking of movement, I've never Trainwreck finally had some movement on his pitches today, right? Did you notice that?
Yeah. I was like, holy man!
What is that? Trainwreck, he found. Now that leads me to think that maybe there's something in his glove. Maybe there's something going on because, you know what I mean?
There's sticky stuff going on.
Yeah, there's something going on there because his pitches were just straight, and all of a sudden here comes that movement again. All of a sudden, so that tells me there's something going on, in the glove or something. I don't know because
it's in the denture. This is the new idea. A little polygrip. They say they put a little polygrip in your retainer, or you get a replacement tooth and they put it in there. They say the little denture glue, as they say, a little denture glue on the hand is the new sticky stuff rolling. They've used that stuff for a while, but they try to sneak it in. They always try to find a way to get that.
My guess is the word got out on Trainwreck, and they probably think there's something going on there because again the movement came back all of a sudden. So something looks a little fishy there.
Hey, the ump checks him. The ump checks him when he comes off. Like when he comes off after his inning, they got to put the hats out. They take the hat off. They check the brim. They check everywhere to see if he's got the sticky stuff. So.
Yep.
They found a new place to hide the sticky stuff.
They found something new. They found something that can't be detected somehow, some way. I don't know. But again, all of a sudden that pitch and that ball's moving again. I don't know. It just seems kind of weird to me. All right. We got you through the baseball. We got 4 from college football today. They gave us 4 on a Friday here. So they loaded it up here. Let's see what we got on the game today. Louisville and Miami, a good matchup here. Miami 13.5, total 50.5. Nebraska and Minnesota. Nebraska laying 7 on the road, total 47.5. San Jose State and Utah State. Utah State 4 now, total 61.5. North Carolina and Cal. The Belichick's on the road to face Cal. Belichick can talk to Ron Rivera, who's the GM for Cal. So these guys know each other because they always played in the preseason. Carolina and New England back in the day. We got Cal 8.5, 9, total 47 over to Rock.
Yeah, for me, first one I'm looking at is Nebraska and Minnesota. This line's it opened Nebraska 5.5. It moved up all the way to 8 yesterday afternoon. I seen, and it got bet back down, or it's parked here at 7. I'll grab the 7 with the Gophers here at home in this matchup. Nebraska out on the road. I'm not sold on what they've done in their road games. Why? Because they've had one. They did win that game, but they didn't get the cover. And I expected them to cover this big giant number here. Not for me. This Minnesota squad 3-0 at home. Playing some pretty good football is this Minnesota squad. Defensively, they'll slow up any rush that Nebraska has. And then this will become an air raid game, trying to anyways. And Minnesota, they will try to run the ball, and I think they will have success. Because you look at this Nebraska team, and they're giving up 4.6 yards per rush this season defensively. And what does Minnesota love to do? Run the ball. And they've got healthy running backs to do it. Stable of them in the backfield to run the ball here in this one today. And you keep it out of Raiola's hands. Make Raiola one-dimensional. Make him have to use his arm to beat you. You know he's not taking off running because Raiola isn't running. He's minus 1.9 yards per rush this season. And you look PJ Fleck and company after a close win by 7 points or less against a conference rival. They're 7-0 ATS against poor rushing teams like Nebraska. They don't rush very good. They're averaging less than 120 yards of rushing a game this year. 0-5 ATS is Matt Rule and company. So I'll grab the points with the Gophers in that one. And then I think it's a blowout. I'll take the Hurricanes here in this matchup. We know what Louisville does defensively, and it's ole. So for me, I think Miami can just circle whatever number they want to pin on Louisville here and get it. So at the minus 13.5 where I see this at, this has been, it opened up, went up above 14, and it hit the 14 and didn't stick around very long and dropped right back down. So some people trying to get a middle in this game, but no need. I think Miami wins by 21 plus. I'll grab I'll lay the points there with the Hurricanes. And then 62, San Jose and Utah State, I think they score 70. Give me the over. 62 in that one. The highest total on the board tonight. I think it's the highest total on the board for a reason. Give me the over. San Jose State, Utah State.
Yeah, from Rod. Or I tell you what I like to think about these games here. Yeah, I like the over in Louisville, Miami. Louisville on the road is really throwing the football here. 339 yards defensively, though they've not been good, as Rod said, they'll lay against the pass here. Hurricanes running the football, throwing effectively. Louisville 7-3 to the over on the road. Hurricanes against winning teams at home, 3-0 to the over. I'll go over there. We're with Rod here. Give me Minnesota as the home dog. Something they're getting that I haven't seen in years is good quarterback play at home, right? The quarterback play used to be horrible, but we used to make fun of Kalkmanis, but I'm sorry, Kalkmanis, but the quarterback here for Minnesota, I'm thinking of the old one they used to have over there, Drake Lindsey, right? Drake Lindsey is giving them some pretty good quarterback play here. As Rod said, they won all home games, good quarterback play. They stopped the run. They're stopping the pass at home. Cornhuskers have failed to cover both games away from home. It is a back-to-back road game for Nebraska. They have a short week here. And on the road, they're not defending the pass very well. I like Minnesota there. I agree with the over in San Jose State and Utah State. Tough spot for Utah State. They played that midnight game in Hawaii. Then you play a Friday game. So that is a tough spot. I don't think that defensive game plans will be in order here with this short week of prep here. Aggies have gone over in 4 of 5. When you look here at the San Jose State game, they've gone over in 4 straight. The Spartans defense is terrible. The pass defense horrible on the road. I look at the over in that one. Poor Bill Belichick. Well, at least you get to talk to, you'll be able to see Ron Rivera have a cup of coffee with maybe a beer after the game. The GM for California, Cal at home. I can't look at Cal in North Carolina. They've been pounded against power conference schools. They've lost by 25 or greater points. I can only look at Cal in this one.
There's a reason Cal's favored by 9.
Yeah, what I've seen from North Carolina is just, and then you have to play this late game on the road. And it's a tough one. Of course, I think Lombardi, the GM for North Carolina, I think he's from the Bay Area as well. So that may be just a nice little homecoming, just a nice little trip here for them. But it's not been good. 4-2 record here for Cal. Making a bowl is a big deal for them. So a win here takes them to 5-2, closer to bowl eligibility. It's important for them. I'll look at Cal in that spot. All right, let's continue here. Hello, of course, 24-year-old in San Francisco. Out in the Bay Area, they're going to have some fun tonight after the game. You can count on that. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show. Turn our attention over to the ice for tonight. We have the Wild and Capitals. The Capitals here, $1.21, total 5.5. Lightning and Red Wings. Here we got the Lightning favorite, $1.50, total 6.5. Vancouver and Chicago. The Canucks, $1.41, total of 6. Sharks and the Mammoth. Got to get used to saying the Mammoth. Look at the Mammoth, $2.50 at home, total of 6.5 over the Rock.
Yeah, that's a crazy number for the Mammoth there at home, land. But it's because the Sharks have lost, 14 straight hockey games, or is it 15 straight hockey games? There's no wins. They've battled. They've got pushed some teams into overtime, but end up taking the big old L in the overtime frame so far this year. So San Jose's had no luck so far. Who's getting the start? Looks like Askarov most likely gets the start. And I give it to him last game. He played a little bit better. So I think he has himself a good start here. And Carl Milk is getting a start for Utah. But look what Utah's been doing. Hey, they're 4-0 to the under this season. So low scoring ones. Sharks following one of those blowout losses at home where they lose by 2+ goals. Guess what? They bounce back 14-3 to the under. So I'll take the under. 6.5 is a big number in this game. Something sounds they can score even 2 goals in this game. So I got this like 4-1, even 5-1 still gets us under the total in this one. I think Utah wins it. But chasing a puck line with Utah and this big plus price, I'll grab the under in that matchup. And then Minnesota-Washington, this should be a good one. Hey, you look at Washington, just a slight favorite in this one, but I'm going to take Minnesota. They've actually been dominant over Washington over the years. You look, Minnesota 7-1 straight up versus Washington since 2022. So over the last 3 seasons, Minnesota's dominant over Washington. Get a nice little plus price. I'll take Minnesota in that one. And then why not? Let's take the home dog here with Detroit over Tampa Bay. Not like what I've seen from Tampa. Tampa 1-2-1 to start the season. Looking like we're going to see a little bit of regression from this Tampa squad this year. And hey, Todd McClellan's got his team rolling along, starting to play some defense. Good start for the Red Wings, 3-1 this season. And guess what? After a game where they allow 2 goals or less in 2 straight, Todd McClellan and company 9-0 since he's taken over as coach in Detroit. So give me the Red Wings here in this spot. Nice little plus price.
Yeah, from Rod. All right, let's continue here on the Tony X Morning Show. Rod, you still have your eye on the CFL. 2 games today. Rough Riders, Blue Bombers. The Blue Bombers 7.5. We're getting late in the season here, getting close to playoffs in the CFL. Total 48.5. And Elks and Lions. The Elks on the road. The Lions 6, total 56.5.
Yeah, my eyes a little bit on the CFL. We're waiting for the playoffs. Basically, we're looking for 2 things to happen. We're in the East Division, a Hamilton win and a Montreal loss. Hamilton claims the East Division title. They get the bye all the way to the Eastern Final. In the West, Saskatchewan's already won that bye. So you're looking at either a Winnipeg win clinches the postseason, Calgary win clinches the postseason, and eliminates the Elks. So you're looking at the Elks taking on the Lions. I'll take the Elks here in this one. They need the win. You want to stay alive in the playoffs, you need the W. So give me the Elks plus the 5.5 there. They've been a scrappy team down the stretch here, and a stack of wins and trying to stay alive. So give me the Elks plus the 5.5 in that one. And I see why Winnipeg's favored by 7 in this one, because they want the win as well. Saskatchewan, as I said, has already locked up the West. So they've already punched their ticket right into the Western Conference Final. They'll have a bye in the first round of the playoffs. So they're looking at November 8th. It's a long way to go until they actually have to play a meaningful game for Saskatchewan. So that's why Winnipeg's favored the way they are. I'll lay it with Winnipeg in this one tonight.
There from Rod. All right, we got you through our sports coverage for today. Now it's time for our Parlay Purple segment, where our covers give it a parlay, player prop, game of the future. They make the call. We'll go to Rod.
We're going to throw a little mix board for you. First one, we're going to take the Miami Hurricanes, lay the 13.5. Throw in the Minnesota Wild. They get the win there. And then take the over in the Blue Jays game. A little 3-teamer for you.
There you go from Rod. I'm going to give you a game from Saturday, late night special on Saturday night, Florida State and Stanford. Give me Stanford plus all those points here against Florida State, having to make that long trip over to NorCal and Stanford's won every home game. They haven't played many, only 2. So I'll take Andrew Luck. Well, look, you got 2 big GMs out in the Pacific, up in the Pacific Northwest, up in the Bay Area, right? With Ron Rivera, the GM for Cal, Andrew Luck, the GM for Stanford. Give me Stanford at home with all those points against Florida State. All right, there you have 11 Cal against Carolina. Yep, Carolina having their problems there. All right, guys, we got you through that. Now it's time to see what we have for sale over at Tony's Picks. Heading to a big weekend of action, Major League Baseball playoffs. We've got NFL and college football this weekend. Action on the ice, as we always have those big Saturday cards, right? They load them up for us there. So lots going on in the sports world. Of course, Rod has put together a great year in 2025 as he did in 2024 over at Tony's Picks, producing great results. As I'll put the banner up here, you guys can see this is based on $100 unit wager size, approaching 1,400 units of profit. What do you got for sale, Rod?
And for me today, nice little 3-pack going for you today. Nice little mixed sport going. So grab that mixed sport triple. 1 in the MLB, 1 in college football, and 1 on the ice to get paid. So scoop that up, or hey, better yet, it's long term is the way to go here. Tony's Picks. Grab a 3-day, grab a 7-day, grab that 30-day pass. 30-day pass gets you right through the start of the NBA. We're 4 days away from it, and we're basically about a month or so away. Down to not even, what is it? November 3rd, college basketball's back. So you're looking at
2 weeks from Monday. 2 weeks from Monday, right?
2 weeks from Monday, yeah. So and college basketball's back. About what month pass gets you right into the start of college basketball as well. And you see what we did. We were over 4,000 units of profit in college basketball. So jump aboard something long term. That is the way to go. Because hey, when you're aboard long term here at Tony's Picks, not only do you get that late steam play, but you also get them prop plays included in your long-term subscription here at Tony's Picks. That is the way to go. So, hey, nothing like a late steam play. 10 minutes to 2 hours before tip-off, puck drop, kickoff. You get that play emailed to you when the capper puts that in. So, hey, take advantage of a long-term pass. Prop plays are a thing of it's 2025. Prop plays are being bet at a higher rate, and you get those included in your long-term pass here at Tony's Picks. That is definitely not offered anywhere else. So come aboard long term. Let's continue to stack the units. It's that time of year that I absolutely love. I love when we're loaded with sports. The new mugs all lined up. Tony ready to go to get us coffee. Lack of sleep. Love it.
More That's right.
Action. Let's get it. Let's continue to stack the units. As you see, it's that time of year to stack the units.
Stack up the units with Rod over at Tony's Picks. You can see long subscriptions the way to go. Get on board Rod over at Tony's Picks. Of course, player props, we make it easy for our cappers. We load them into the system. They put them in. They could put their write-ups in there, and away you go. So we can see all the records and over. You can see all the results on Rod's handicap page. So go ahead and get signed up. All right, guys. I'll have today I have a best bet on the board here from Major League Baseball as well as college football. 2 premiums for me. Go long term with me. You guys love that 3-day all sports pass here on the weekend with the Friday, Saturday, Sunday card. So why don't you match me up with Rod in a 2-for-1 capper promotion, because I know Rod's got the hockey covered. We got my coverage here from college football, NFL, baseball, more from both of us. So get on board with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. And Tony T is the promo code at checkout, and you'll save that 15% off. All right, guys, with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. It is the Tony's Picks Morning Show. Make sure you guys hit that like, that subscribe. We greatly appreciate that. It really helps us build up our audience when you guys hit that subscribe and comment with us. Always appreciate those comments that come into the screen here. And, of course, if you happen to miss any, pay a visit to our YouTube channel. You can also watch a replay of our live show over on our YouTube. We have a lot more up there as well. When you guys hit the YouTube channel, my voice is a little scratchy because I got the videos in early this morning. But let's see if we got them up already. There, when you hit the home tab, you get to our home tab, which you'll see is the compilation videos. You'll have my videos being uploaded as we speak. We finished the college football for Saturday, so all the Saturday college football will be up here and momentarily there, as well as content here from baseball and more. So my compilation videos being uploaded. Of course, you always look for Chris's home run prop. Boy, that thing's doing a lot of views, so check it out. Of course, our NFL picks up there in categories, as you can see. College football for you. I'll have all of Saturday uploaded here and Friday within about half an hour. Baseball picks and more as well. Of course, Rod's got you covered with the NHL shorts as well. In the NHL, fight picks, our videos, and of course, Rod's shorts right here on the shorts section. Check it out. Playlist up there. You can see all of Rod's videos here on the playlist. and our capper videos as well. 2-3 zone coming back on for Tuesday's card in the NBA. So keep an eye Monday night for that drop for the 2-3 zone coming back.
Where are the Elks, too?
That's right. There
Where
you
are
go.
the Elks, too? For the Elks today. It's Friday, so we got the Elks, too, rolling today. Go Elks.
Going Elks for today. Guys, if you happen to miss any of our live shows, hit that live tab and you'll find our live show there. Night Moves, Prince of Darkness with Ramon. And of course, we have the happy hour with Rod hosting that 5 p.m. Eastern time. Want to tune in for that. All the late news, any pitching changes, lineup changes, and more injuries. Check it out there on the happy hour as well. So a lot of great content over on the Tony X Morning Show. So check it out. I think Ron Crawford's going to have some KBO shortly as we get into the finals there. So guys, check out his playlist for that. So Rod, lots of content up there. We see your hockey shorts and of course that happy hour at 5 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, definitely the happy hour 5 p.m. Eastern. Tune into that. We'll get you all the latest goalie information. NBA is right around the corner, so you get that late playoff news. Hey, we got it. A nice winner yesterday. We did the Canucks dance, and I wasn't all sold on the Canucks dance. But we seen that late goalie change that Dallas put into Smith. We were all over it. We jumped on the Canucks at a nice big plus price. And hey, look what happened. They got themselves a nice big win yesterday. That's why you tune into that happy hour show. Gets you that late info when they decide to do the swappy with the goalie last minute. We got you covered and we got us a winner. So definitely tune into the happy hour show. Check out the shorts. Got you covered on all the hockey. And hey, watch out for more content coming because basketball, NBA is right around the corner. We'll see more YouTube content there. And then college basketball, same thing. More basketball actually coming at you. So more YouTube content for you to check out. Make sure you like, subscribe. We're happy to have you joining us, and we're happy to get you some winners as well.
Absolutely, guys. Hit that like, subscribe. Really appreciate that. A lot of great content here on the Tony Morning Show, 26 YouTube channel. Check it out. Hit that subscribe button. All right. Back again tomorrow live at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So tune in. Any closing thoughts, Rod, before we close it out?
Hey, make it a good, big winning weekend, everybody. I'm excited. It's this time of year, so let's continue to stack the units and enjoy it because love it. It's this time of year I absolutely love. Well, it might be a little bit calm right now, but it's starting to heat up, and I can feel it. It's like the kid at Christmas. Getting excited. Can't wait.
October is very much an underrated year for sports. Underrated month, I should say, very much.
Oh, yeah.
March Madness, of course, you got all your holiday stuff, but October is great because you got the day baseball and everything else, including.
And then we right after Halloween it turns, and then next thing you know we're into November. We get college basketball back, and then you got Thanksgiving right around the corner, and you get all those the Thanksgiving NFL. It's that time of year. Absolutely love it. We're almost surprisingly we're close to halfway through the college football season already.
Yeah, some teams already playing this. We have some teams already bowl eligible with 6 wins.
With 6 wins, yeah, exactly. So we got some bowl eligible teams ready to go. It's just craziness. Love it. Love the sports this time of year.
And of course, the NFL always upside down with upsets. That no way Pittsburgh's going to lose to Cincinnati. Right? No way that's going to happen.
No, but he can't lose. They're not going to lose to Cincinnati. Yes, they are. Give it to Flacco in the Battle of the Bengay Bowl. Woo!
There you go. Battle of the Bengay Bowl. And hey, you know what? Those guys could probably do another year. The way they're playing.
Possible, right? Definitely possible. They could stick around. We had this discussion going. Look at the QBs that the NFL's got, and it's like, nobody's stepping out and being like the big guy that's like, I'm the best. Yes, I am the man. No, we got a bunch of average guys.
I will say this. The most impressive thing I saw yesterday, Rod, was Aaron Rodgers at 40 years old plus throwing the ball 70 yards in that Hail Mary.
70 yards, right? That ball, 68. Man. He still got the arm. I wasn't sure because he was doing a lot of dinking and dunking passes or just handing the ball off. But man, he bombed that out, and then they got the win. He thought he was going to get himself a win, but I guess not. Flacco was like, no, I'm the king of the fourth quarter comeback. Here we go.
Yeah. But man, I mean, you remember that spin move? Yeah. Ever seen that spin move he does for that Hail Mary, right? You knew it.
Yes. and he still got it. Still got the arm strength to chuck it down the field that far. It was amazing to see. What a game last night, though. I enjoyed it. It was a pretty good football game. Those guys put on.
Yeah, that was very good excitement. They're having multi sports yesterday, so good time. October, like I said, underrated month in sports. baseball's exciting. I like being. We cover it every day, so we like it. So
and then Drake May, watch out.
Yeah, Drake May be the best of the younger guys. You know?
Yes. I'll give it to him. I'd say he is the best of the younger guys because I just keep slowly see some improvement as he keeps playing more games. So I like it. Watch out, Patriots are not horrible. Were they laying this week a lot?
Yeah. Look what happened to Tennessee when they got rid of I knew it was a stupid move when they fired the coach from Tennessee. You know, I knew that was a stupid move, and he goes over to New England. Look what happens, right?
Right. Exactly, and he's loving it there. I'm telling you, Vrabel's happy. I think we'll see. We'll see this game how bad the Patriots beat Tennessee. I'm curious to see.
Oh,
does Vrabel and company have him in the locker room, rallying them up, going, "Come on, this is my whole team. We got to kick the crap out of them." Yeah. Well, they'll remember me. We won't remember the Titans, but they'll remember us. I really think that.
That make that owner feel so bad. His team's never looked at Tennessee's never looked as bad as they have here. Get rid of Vrabel again. That was like the head scratching move of all the firings over the past several years. That was the one that I just like. What are you guys doing?
What are you doing? Yeah. Why would this guy's so amped? It's like he's the football guy. I wouldn't have got rid of him. He wasn't the reason that you guys weren't doing so good. Remember the guy that was chucking the ball around? That guy was awful at Tennessee. Vrabel had nothing to do. You can't.
Oh yeah, Levass.
That was it. Yeah, Levass. Yeah, anybody would be awful head coach with Levass. That's your QB. Woo.
Yeah, he didn't even pick him. You know what? That's the upper management making the calls. So bad move.
So he did the best he could with what he had. Because there were some games that Tennessee stayed in, and that was only because of Vrabel and the defense. So
then Levass makes an interception, and boom, there you go, the game change.
Oh yeah,
blow games. Well, and Tannehill, he never had really good quarterback. Drake May be the best quarterback he's ever had. When you think about his career.
Yeah, when you think of who he's had at the helm working with, yeah, I would think Drake May, and they are enjoying what they're doing there. So love it.
All right,
congrats
guys.
to the Patriots making some noise. Let's see with the Dolphins. Time to blow it up.
Hey, I think I'm covering is Carolina. I think I can cover the 3. Who are they playing next week? Is it Carolina? Cleveland.
The Browns.
Cleveland.
They play the Browns this week.
Oh yeah,
getting 3.
Getting 3. Oh no, I got to take them. I got to take your boys.
Right? I got to take the Dolphins plus 3.
On a teaser, you get up to 9. My goodness. Jeez.
Yeah, on a teaser you can get up to 9. Yeah.
Wow. That's what. How fall is Miami falling when you're 3-point underdog against Cleveland? My God.
Friends don't let friends bet the Jets. Don't do it. I'm telling you. Everybody, that's all I've heard. This is a Jets spot. The Jets are going to win. Yeah, I've heard that for the last 3 seasons. Don't do it. No. Friends don't let friends bet the Jets.
Jets, man, never. That's. I don't know what to say there. They're already out looking for Rex Ryan. Hey, we missed the Rex Ryan days, even though they were mediocre. They weren't this bad with Rex Ryan.
No, this is the worst we've seen the Jets in a while. Not good at all.
No,
I think they're the only team in professional sports that's winless.
Oh,
and the NBA hasn't even sent to the court yet. So,
Yep, that's crazy. So,
because the Islanders got a win yesterday, so even they got themselves a win. So it's still the Jets on the snide with 0.
There, Cleveland.
No win.
I don't know. I don't. Cleveland favorite just doesn't ring. It doesn't get. No, I just can't do it. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for the show.
Gabriel, enough. I like what I see from him, but enough to move them down the field and get them a win. I don't know. I think it needs some work. I think it might not be long that you're going to see Shador in the back for Cleveland. Might as well try the next guy up.
Yep. May happen there. All right, guys, I can do it for the show. We're back again. We're not going to wake up. Bye, guys. You guys making a winning one. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony Six Morning Show.